going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Kev, the gamer, not your average gaming channel, of course. Now, you're watching all my Retroarch gaming videos for the Xbox Series X. You see I've covered a lot of PS2 stuff, mainly a bit of Nintendo, Wii and GameCube. But today we're going to be covering the Game Boy emulation of the Xbox Series X. Now, if you don't have a Game Boy Advance SP like me, or you don't have a Game Boy in general, but yet you want to play your classic Game Boy games, especially all the Pokemon games here, my favorite being Pokemon Emerald, this tutorial guide is going to show you how you can play your Game Boy Advance games, all your favorite classics on your Xbox Series X. Now, the games will be upscaled in 4K. Now, hear me out on how this actually works. You don't need to change any settings within the game. The only way it's going to work is basically when you've got your Xbox connected to, assuming your 4K TV or HD TV, whatever it is, the signal that is being displayed from the Xbox onto your TV will naturally be in 4K or HD. So when you're playing the Game Boy games, they will be upscaled into that same picture format as your Xbox, so you will notice a bit of a quality difference with them. This tutorial guide is very simple, no BIOS needed, nothing like that. The Game Boy Advance games are very small files, probably about 1 to 2 megabytes, so you can download thousands of them. In the video, I will leave in the description of the video all the links to where you can find the Game Boy Advance games and things like that. If you do like the video, please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Any questions, leave it down in the comment section below. My next video, I will be working on the PSP and trying to run Retroarch on the PSP, and I'll also be covering some PSP emulation on the Xbox Series X. So if you want to see that, don't forget to subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be back soon. Take care. Alright guys, so the first thing you want to do is you obviously want to download your Game Boy Advance game. So go onto Google, just type in Game Boy Advance ROMs and just go to the first website you'll see here, ROM Games. Here you have a whole load of selection of different Game Boy Advance games, so go ahead and download the one you want. So I'm going to go with Pokemon Emerald, so you click that, just hit save game, go away, hit the save game, and the download will start shortly. In the corner of the file you'll see it. The files are not very big at all, they're only 6 megabytes. So once it's downloaded, go into the folder and you will see it here. So all you want to do is right click it, do extract all, and it will extract the folder here. I've already gone ahead and done it, so you can see in the folder it's got the GBA file, 16 megabytes. So all you want to do now is literally just copy the file, put in your USB into your PC, and make a new folder called GBA ROMs. You can see I've got my old PS2 games, whatever. So just make a new folder called GBA ROMs. In that folder, just copy and paste the whole Game Boy Advance game folder with the game inside it. Once that's done, just head on over to the Xbox and the game will load up straight away. Alright guys, so very simple. As soon as you've transferred the game onto a USB device, you want to go into Retroarch, load it up, go straight to load content. We don't need to load any calls or anything. Go on over to your D drive, which is USB, and you'll see the GBA ROMs file that I've created. Click on that, you'll see the game here, Pokemon Emerald. Press that, you should see the game appear, .gba file. Hit that button, and then now you're going to get a list of different cores it's going to suggest. So I'm going to go ahead and use the first core suggesting, the GBA Beetle one. So hit that button, give it a few seconds, bang, it's loaded up, and you can see the aspect ratio is in 16:9 format. So you can see the game here is loading completely fine. Alright guys, one thing I do need to point out to you is when you're using the Xbox Series X controller to play Game Boy Advance games, the traditional D-pad here does not work properly. You need to actually configure the control settings so it registers the analog sticks, because you will see when you're playing the game, if you're trying to use the control buttons here, directional pads, they don't work correctly because obviously it's a Game Boy Advance game. So you need to change within Retroarch the controller settings so you can use the analog, so you can move around freely without having to worry about it. So I'm going to show you now how you can do that in the Retroarch quick menu. Alright guys, so you're playing your Game Boy Advance game and you need to change the controller in the game. So what you need to do is bring up the Retroarch sub menu quickly and go on over to quick menu, scroll all the way down till you see controls, press that one, and what you want to do is go to port 1 controls. Now click on that and you can see the device type here. It will be originally set to RetroPad. Change that to RetroPad with analog, so make sure that's on, and then where it's got analog to digital type, change that to left analog. Just leave it on left analog and it will be fine, and that's all you need to do. You don't need to touch any of these other controller settings here. That's it. So now when you go back into the game, you can use your analog controller to move around freely without having the restrictions of it. The way I bring up my quick menu in Retroarch is I hold the left one and R1 button down together and it loads it up straight away.